Hi, guys, we're exploring today 10 top places you absolutely have to visit in Canada. Today, we're talking a tiny mountain town where glaciers meet five-star luxury, and it just got crowned the #1 travel destination on Earth for 2026. A city where you can literally walk behind a waterfall that pours more water per second than almost anything on the planet, and a wilderness so vast the night sky above it is officially protected from light. Let's start it. Number 1. Banff National Park. Banff just landed on Time Out's list as the #1 place to travel in the entire world for 2026, and one look at this place tells you exactly why. Surrounded by the Canadian Rockies, this mountain town in Alberta is home to glacier-fed Moraine Lake and the legendary Lake Louise. Two bodies of water, so impossibly turquoise they look digitally enhanced. You can ski, hike, canoe down the Bow River, and then retire to one of the most luxurious mountain lodges on the planet. A brand new wellness destination called Basin Glacial Waters opened right on Lake Louise in 2025 after 2 decades in the making. A sleek thermal spa with hot stones, cold plunges, and a Finnish sauna with glacier views. Banff doesn't just compete with the world's best destinations. Right now, it is the world's best destination. Number 2, Vancouver. Vancouver sits at the edge of the Pacific Ocean, framed by snow-capped mountains on one side and the sea on the other. And that combination makes it one of the most beautifully located cities on the planet. Drive through the restored Gastown, colorful Chinatown, and the glass and steel wonders of the Burrard Inlet waterfront. Stanley Park is an 1,000-acre urban forest right in the middle of the city, packed with totem poles, seawall paths, and views of the Lions Gate Bridge that'll stop you cold. The food scene here is world-class: fresh Pacific seafood, incredible Asian cuisine, and one of North America's finest restaurant cultures. Number 3, Québec City. Québec City just landed on U.S. News list of the 30 best places in the world to visit for 2026. Noted for its cobblestone streets, historic architecture, and undeniable charm. Step through the fortified walls of Old Quebec, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and you're suddenly in 18th and 19th century Europe, except you're in Canada. Centuries-old stone buildings house bakers, bistros, and boutiques while cobbled squares overflow with cafe tables. In winter, the city transforms into a full-blown winter wonderland with the iconic Carnival de Québec, the biggest winter carnival on Earth. In summer, festivals take over every corner. The aromas of freshly baked bread and warm crepes drift through the narrow streets. Number 4. Niagara Falls. Some things live up to the hype, and Niagara Falls absolutely destroys it. Niagara Falls consists of 3 waterfalls on the border between Canada and the United States: the Horseshoe Falls, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls, with the Horseshoe Falls being the largest and most recognizable of the 3. Standing at the railing with 3,000 tons of water per second thundering past you, sending mist 100 feet into the air, is one of those moments that rewires your brain. Take the famous boat cruise right into the spray, ride the elevator down to the tunnel behind the falls, or take a 10-minute helicopter ride above the entire spectacle. At night, the falls are lit up in color and the whole thing gets even more surreal. Niagara Falls is a bucket list moment that delivers every single time. Number 5, Toronto. Toronto is Canada's biggest city and one of the most multicultural cities on the planet. Over 200 languages spoken, cuisines from every corner of the world, and a skyline anchored by the iconic CN Tower. Ride the elevator up 553 meters to the glass floor of the CN Tower and look straight down at the city below. It's terrifying and incredible in equal measure. Kensington Market buzzes with vintage shops, street food, and art. The Distillery District is a perfectly preserved Victorian industrial complex now full of galleries and restaurants, and the waterfront stretches for miles along Lake Ontario. Toronto's mix of modernity, culture, and accessibility. Number 6. Jasper National Park. Jasper National Park is a pristine wilderness area in Alberta's Rockies offering solitude, adventure, and natural beauty. Visitors can hike forested trails, canoe on glacial lakes, and spot wildlife including moose, bears, and eagles. Maligny Lake and Spirit Island are highlights for photographers and nature lovers alike. But here's what makes Jasper truly special. It's one of the largest dark sky preserves on Earth, meaning the Milky Way blazes overhead on clear nights in a way that most people have never experienced. The Columbia icefield sits nearby, one of the largest non-polar icefields in the world, where you can actually walk on ancient glacial ice. Jasper is what Canada looks like when it's completely, beautifully wild. Number 7. Montreal. Montreal combines old-world charm with contemporary urban energy in a distinctly bilingual cultural experience. In Old Montreal, cobblestone streets and historic buildings sit alongside the Notre Dame Basilica, known for its stunning Gothic Revival design. The city's food scene is legendary: smoked meat sandwiches, poutine, and world-class restaurants that would hold their own in Paris. The Underground City, a 33-kilometer network of tunnels connecting shopping centers, metro stations, and buildings, keeps the city alive even in brutal winters. In summer, Montreal hosts the world-famous Jazz Festival and the Formula One Canadian Grand Prix. Number 8. Whistler. Whistler in British Columbia is one of North America's greatest mountain resort towns, and not just in winter. Whistler is best known as a winter resort, but outside of ski season the pace slows and visitors can ride gondolas to alpine trails, with the valley glowing in dramatic colors and evenings centered on art walks, food festivals, and a lively mountain scene. The Whistler Blackham Ski Resort is the largest in North America, with over 8,000 acres of terrain. In summer, the bike park takes over with some of the world's best mountain biking trails. And the Sea-to-Sky Highway connecting Whistler to Vancouver, Whistler lives up to the legend in every season. Number 9. Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia is Canada's ocean playground, a jagged Atlantic coastline of dramatic cliffs, red sand beaches, working fishing villages, and some of the freshest seafood you will ever put in your mouth. The capital Halifax has a gorgeous historic waterfront, world-class museums, and a lively pub scene with live music most nights. On Cape Breton Island, the Celtic Colours International Music Festival brings together artists from across the world, pairing fiddle music and folk tunes with the backdrop of fiery autumn leaves. The Cabot Trail, a 298-kilometer coastal drive around Cape Breton Island, is regularly ranked one of the most scenic drives on the planet. And last, number 10, Prince Edward Island. Prince Edward Island is home to rolling green hills, sandy beaches, red sandstone cliffs, and a delicious bounty of seafood. This is where PI mussels come from. When you're not hiking the trails at Prince Edward Island National Park, you can perfect your swing at one of the island's golf courses or visit the Green Gables Heritage Place, where the beloved 1908 novel End of Green Gables was inspired. The island moves slowly, the lobster is absurdly good, and the red sand beaches look like nowhere else in Canada. Keep an eye out for PEI's seal population too. 4 species call the island home. Prince Edward Island is Canada at its gentlest, most charming, and most delicious. Canada isn't just a country. It's glacier lakes that don't look real, waterfalls that shake the ground beneath you, cities that speak 2 languages and cook in 50, and wilderness so vast and so silent it reminds you what the world felt like before everything got loud. Thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel guides.